Putting an end to the disability wait list in our state. It's important because that wait list was 13 years long.
It's taken way too long to get here, but we're on the right path.
After years of waiting, the Department of Human Services says help is finally on the way for Developmental Disabilities Services.
There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Have a good day.
Have a good day.
For years, Oklahoma had a dream and a goal to end the DDS waitlist.
But we had some questions.
Is this even possible to do in 3 short years?
Will we be able to find everyone that's been waiting?
Could our staff and providers grow quickly enough to meet the surging demand?
We also had bigger questions. What would life look like for people who have waited so long for services?
How could we reimagine our systems and processes to support thousands more Oklahomans who live life with a developmental disability?
And how could we best leverage this historic moment in time to modernize DDS services for those on the waiting list, others we already serve, and the Oklahomans that will reach out to us in the future?
In a short time, we created and began to deploy a strategic plan. We leaped quickly into action while also listening to our staff, providers, stakeholders, and the people we serve.
Leaders stepped into this opportunity with vision, commitment, and purpose, and the work began.
And in 3 short years, we did it.
We accomplished a feat that most thought would never happen.
We worked through a 5,000-person wait list.
Teams tackled the hard job of finding people. Addresses, phone numbers, and life circumstances had often changed.
Working across agencies and systems and using many different outreach strategies.
One by one, we found them.
But surprisingly, when we talked to people, because it had been so long, we learned that many individuals had no idea what they'd been waiting for.
So, we held 28 regional family meetings in locations across the state. These gatherings gave families a chance to sit down with DDS staff, meet providers, ask questions, and get a clear understanding about what to expect.
More than 40% of families that have moved into services attended one of these customized sessions. The overwhelming response from attendees was that the information they received helped them to better navigate the process.
We created videos and resources to explain DDS services to families, moving past government speak to everyday terms.
Case managers and others now have tools to help individuals better understand what services and supports they can receive.
We took a hard look at intake and rebuilt it from the ground up. No more wait and see.
When a family reaches out now, the process starts immediately with assessments, next steps, and support. Families learn earlier what DDS programs work for them and are given clear insight to the path that lies ahead.
While caregivers waited for their services to begin for their loved ones, they were offered wellspring gatherings so that way they could meet others in similar circumstances.
We expanded our case management to better serve the ever-growing caseload,
while also developing modernized training supports to help new team members perform their critical role with excellence.
We leaned in hard to our provider relationships because we know their work on the front lines is at the core of what families seek.
To help grow and stabilize their workforce, we raised rates twice and launched a statewide Call to Care campaign to raise awareness about new career opportunities. Over 66 million impressions have helped providers find the staff they need.
Once people joined the DDS workforce, we wanted them to stay. That's why we launched a new staff retention incentive. 98% of eligible providers participated in the direct service payment effort, with $25.8 million provided to agencies and their staff on the front lines. Through our partnerships with providers, we've improved old services and added new ones.
We've added crisis homes to our service array and introduced a new service which allows parents or guardians of minor children and spouses of adults to provide care.
Over 220 assessments have been conducted in a short time for those exploring this new way of providing care to someone with developmental disabilities.
Dedicated to being an employment-first state, a new process of value-based payments was rolled out in March 2024. This new strategy encouraged individuals to move from more secluded employment options like workshops into community employment.
Almost 60 individuals benefited from the shift in the first year. Recognized nationally as being a leader in embracing enabling technology, DDS was invited to participate in the newly formed Enabling Technology Engagement Network.
We have been partners in the successful launch of 3, soon-to-be 4, smart home demonstration sites to dramatically increase the awareness and acceptance of enabling tech.
Almost 500 visitors have toured these learning sites, and the request for new technology has surged. A first-of-its-kind wearables for wellness study is exploring health-related wearables among individuals with developmental disabilities.
DDS involvement in this study will help assess their ability to self-direct health outcomes.
We have scaled self-directed services, growing from just over 100 people to more than 1,100 individuals acting as an employer of record for their family member. While many families choose self-direction for one or more service, DEORs have definitely shown a need for support if they are to succeed in this new self-provider role. Foundational supports are in place, with more in development.
And we didn't just add all of these service components. We've been modernizing how services get delivered by developing new systems and processes. We invested in vision alignment, training, and culture with over 1,000 staff members and community providers trained annually during each of the 3 years. In the coming years, we will continue with the professionalization of training resources, making high-quality training readily available for skill development.
When we were finished with the 13-year waitlist, there were more people waiting. Once access to services became a reality, more Oklahomans raised their hand in need of support. Combining waitlist resources with an additional $3 million investment from Oklahoma legislators led to us being able to talk to 1,300 more people who were interested in services. And we're able to help new applicants every day. We're well on our way to becoming a no-wait state.
These celebrations are rich. We found and engaged thousands of Oklahomans with developmental disabilities. We created systems, workforces, and trainings to offer quality services. And the biggest win of all is more than 2,300 people entered into service. That brought DDS total services to over 9,000 people supported in the state of Oklahoma.
Let that sink in. The historic transformation that has occurred over the last 3 years is something to celebrate.
Yeah, it was an honor to talk through all that became possible.
But the story of accomplishment is shared by thousands of people who have done their part.
As we look back to where we began and all that's been accomplished, saying the words "in the waitlist" doesn't clearly communicate all of the foresight, the commitment, and the hard work it's taken for us to get here.
It doesn't adequately represent all the blood, sweat, and tears it takes to not only enroll people in services, but also to serve them well.
Going forward, we're not going to rest just because we can serve more people. No, we're going to keep pushing forward until we know we can serve them well.
From staff to providers to stakeholders to family members, together we've leveraged this moment in time to raise the standards on how Oklahomans with developmental disabilities are served.
We have moved past a system that would say no to new services and ideas to one that will say yes to what is possible for some of our most vulnerable citizens.
Together, we've made what at first seemed impossible possible.
We've empowered our staff and service providers to do the work.
And now it's time to take everything we've built and serve this community well.